Hi there. So Tom Wood here from Functional Skills UK, and I'm just going to take you on a quick tour of the Google Classroom for English. So what you should have received is an invitation to the Google Classroom here. It will normally be in your inbox, although do check your junk mail as well, just to make sure. So when I click on this, I will have a nice straightforward link to the classroom. If you already use a Google Classroom, then you might need the login key, and that will be attached to your welcome email as well, the class code even. So if I click on this, then what I should be going along to, so I want to switch my account here just to make sure I'm the right person when I log in. Lovely stuff. And I'm going to join the classroom. There we go. Okay, so this is the Functional Skills English Classroom. So just as a quick tour for you then. We have the stream here, which is our main well, again, our first tab that loads up. We don't use the stream. We don't communicate on there, or I personally don't. Other tutors might. So please ignore anything in the stream there. So the next thing to have a look at then is our classwork, and everything that you need for your English course is all here for you. So the first thing to do is have a look at the introduction PowerPoint here. This will explain all of the outcomes of the course and what we need to do. So in regards to our reading, our writing, and our speaking and listening assessment. It's an overview of the course with all of our information. What we then have is your initial assessments for level 1 or level 2 learners. So it is important that we complete these. These will obviously highlight any specific areas that we might need to work on, but they will also give us kind of extra ideas of what grade we're currently working at as well. So if you're a level 1 learner, it is completing these 2 assessments here. Level 2 learner, then you will be completing these 2 assessments here. So what will these look like then? If I have a quick click on here, so level 1 writing assessment, if I click on here, it will then load up a Google form. You have to type in your email, which I will do here. So I will put that in there. And you will have to put your name in as well. So you can then go through, and all of these questions have been taken from past exam papers to make them as reliable as possible. You can then have a look here, and we're going to have to type in our answer. I'll just put answer is here. Once you've then filled out everything, what you want to do is click submit, and it will then send that to myself for marking. So at this point, you can click open assessment, and you can obviously have a look and see what that assessment looks like. But if I go to my emails, I can also see here in my inbox, there you go. I've got almost like a receipt for this. So I can click here, and I've just got a copy of the work that I have submitted, which is always quite useful. So if I want to have a look at my own work there, I can. So that will be your work submitted then. You will receive feedback a little bit later on this. So that will require me kind of going through, marking it, and then giving you some feedback. So just as a quick example of that, what I'm going to do is very quickly mark that assessment, just so you can see what this will look like when you get your feedback as well. Because I think it's quite important that we know how to access this additional feedback. So none of this part here concerns you guys. I just want you to see what it will look like when you get the feedback. So I'm going to move over to here. So Tom Wood, absolutely brilliant. What I'm going to do is give you a little bit of feedback on your answer. Okie dokie. So I've given a bit of feedback and released the score. So what you will then receive on the other side here then is over here in your emails. Again, sometimes it does go to the junk emails, but once you've submitted your resource, it will then obviously come over to me. I will mark it as I've just demonstrated, and you will then get a score released email. So when you click on here, what you can then do is click on view, and you can look over your assessment here. So you can see the answer, you can see your total amount of marks there, and also you can see all of the individual feedback that I've given you for each question to help you. So this will remain for at least a week. but I do have to clear the classroom. When I actually remove these from the classroom, your feedback will be deleted as well. So you'll have about a week to view it. If you do want to kind of maintain that and keep it, I suggest going on here. If you click on our print here, then what you can do is actually save it as a PDF, and you can then scroll down and it will save your answer and any feedback as well. So I do recommend saving it yourself. It will be on there and accessible for about a week or so before it gets removed. So just to make you aware of that. So that's how the assessments work and how we are going to obviously have them submitted. And that will hopefully show you obviously when you're going to get your feedback and how that will work there for you. So what we need to do is I need you to complete these initial assessments. Once you've done these, I will mark them, I will give you feedback. In the meantime, please work through the units in order. They all have the same structure. What we have here is the topic overview. So in here, there will be a video of me talking through everything that we need about this topic. There is then also a PowerPoint, which will have some built-in questions for you as well. So please review this. If you want to practice a little bit more, there are some practice questions here with the answers attached, but these are not compulsory. And then there is the unit assessment to complete. Again, once you've completed this, please scroll down, complete Unit 2, complete Unit 3, and so on. And we're just going to work through these. In each one, there is the topic overview, which explains everything we need. And then there is the formal assessment there as well. So once you've worked through all of these, then there is then a mock exam here as well. And again, just continue to work through them. What I'd recommend is once you get to the point of here, so you've finished your mock your information on the writing and the reading exams, and you've completed both the mocks, I would say go back and redo the initial assessment again. This will show you the improvements that you've made, which is always very, very useful. And it's a really nice thing to show and kind of highlight the positives and that we have improved in our skill. And I can guarantee that you will have improved there. Finally then, so you've got topic 10 and topic 11. All these is mock papers for you to practice. So if you're a level 1 learner, you have 4 mock tests here. If you're a level 2 learner, you have 4 here. Again, these are the exact exams from the past. All have the same format and they have the answers attached so you can look over them. So that is really it for the Google Classroom. That is how it works. And the idea is you're going to come on here. You've got all of your resources centralized so you can find everything. You can navigate around very easily just by scrolling up and down here. I wouldn't recommend clicking on the actual topics on the side because when you do that, it tends to open everything and it gets a little bit more messy there. So just view it as all topics and scroll down. The last thing to mention is when you click on these 3 lines here up in the top left, what you'll find is there is a to-do list. So when I click on this, if you have other classrooms, it will load up all of your classroom work. But if not, what I can do is I can look at just Functional Skills English. I can scroll down, and once I've completed these, it will tell me my scores next to them. So it will give me my score and how I'm working there. It also reminds me of what assessments I have completed and what ones I need to complete in the future. So as you can see there, I've done a couple of mock tests previously, and it gives you the score for them. You can also kind of click on these and it will show you your increase in scores as well. So that is how you can check on what you need to do there. So all in all, that is it for the Google Classroom. I hope that has been useful for you, and I hope that this information is valid and you can get on with it. Again, do remember that the classroom is not a replacement for the teacher. So please, 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 if you do have any questions, any queries at all, do please just pop me a message or pop me an email or a call at any time, and just ask for any help if you need it, any extra resources. If you require some one-to-one assistance looking over past papers, I'm always happy to do that. The Google Classroom is brilliant. It's got all of our assessments and our resources in one nice place for us. But at the same time, it is not a replacement for the teacher, so do not worry. Okay, so I hope that has been useful for you. And I look forward to marking your work once you've completed it. So thank you very, very much for working with Functional Skills. And thank you very, very much for obviously choosing to complete this course.